Say hi, Bandit. Hi, everyone. Bandit wanted to say hi. All right, lay down, baby. Hello, everyone. Today, I want to ask you if you are living on well-being welfare. Well-being welfare. You know, it's interesting. This is an interesting topic to talk about because just probably in the last month, I had one of you, and I'm not picking on you guys, okay? But I had one of you say to me, because I love DMing you guys and saying, what are you going to do this weekend? Like on Fridays, like, happy Friday. What are you going to do this weekend for you? What's your self-care plan this weekend? Think of something. It can be free. It can be paid for. So many things. There's so many ways to take care of yourself. And I had one woman say to me, I just can't. I can't take care of myself. I don't have the time. I have too much to do. There's too many people that require things from me. And I'm like, wrong. I disagree. I'm like, you can carve this time out. I don't care how many people depend on you. You can do it. I can do it. You can do it. And she said, okay, I'll try to figure it out. Next day, sent me pictures of her painting her toes, listening to some music. Favorite music. How many of you don't even listen to your favorite music anymore? That's something I hear all the time too. And then she remembered that she had a gift certificate for a massage in a drawer or something like that she got for Christmas and completely forgot about. Decided to book the appointment and was going the next week to get a massage. And I was so proud of her. Hi, Tina Gibbons. Thank you for joining. I'm Coach Sarah Joy. Where are you joining me from today in this beautiful world? So, are you living on well-being welfare? Well, a lot of you may ask, like, what is well-being welfare? I like to break it down like this. Well-being welfare means that you only take care of your well-being if someone gifts you something. For example, you get a gift card for a pedicure for your birthday, or your friend says, oh my gosh, I just got a bonus at work and let's go get facials. I'll pay for you. Or, I mean, you get it, right? Oh, your husband gives you a spa day for your anniversary. That is living on well-being welfare. Now, again, I'm not picking on anyone because this is so common. I mean, I used to do it all the time. This is a huge lesson that I've had to learn myself. I had to literally lose my health completely to the point of being bedridden. It wasn't until the point I was bedridden, you guys, when I first decided maybe I'll start taking care of myself. And I remember I was so weak and tired, it was hard for me to even drive to my appointments. But I started getting facials, and one of my favorite treatments actually was sitting in a sauna. For me, there's something extremely comforting about sitting in the sauna and just chillaxing. So, well-being welfare. So, if you neglect your mental and emotional health now, you'll make this journey on yourself so much harder than it needs to be. For real, you guys. So much harder than it needs to be. Because when you neglect yourself, your emotional and your mental health, what happens? What happens to us? Are we doing good? No, we're not. And so that makes sense, right? When you neglect yourself, you make things harder on yourself. And we're not here. I don't believe in self-torture personally anymore, I guess, now that I'm wiser to things. And so I encourage you to also not make things harder on yourself, right? So it is possible for us to all function in a poor state of health, isn't it? It's hard. It's super hard. And it definitely leads into like anxiety and panic attacks even, but it's doable, right? It is doable to function in poor health. And the majority of us are going through our days functioning in poor health. And you guys got to stop making things harder on yourselves, okay? So that's why I really wanted to, again, share the message of, are you living on well-being welfare? So a lot of people, a lot of women feel like, well, I can't do that. A massage? Yeah, right. That's a luxury. A facial? Yeah, right. That's a luxury. That's how I used to look at them too. Pedicures, getting my nails done. Women are a lot better with the beauty things because we have so much pressure on us from society to be beautiful. So a lot of you will get your hair done or you will get your nails done. But when it comes to well-being care, like a full body massage or a facial, we look at those as a waste of money, don't we? Or we look at it as a luxury, as a thing that we only do when it's gifted to us. I'm guilty. I have done this almost my whole adult life. I've probably only been trying to do the opposite of looking at everything as an actual treatment, like a health treatment, rather than a luxury. Even though it feels luxurious, it actually is a very important thing to do for yourself. So I want to ask you, well, if going and getting a facial or a massage is a waste of money, then does that mean that your well-being is a waste of money? I don't think so, is it? Your well-being is not a waste of money. Is your self-care a waste of money? No, your self-care is not a waste of money. So I still know a lot of moms. Even though the self-care message and the take care of yourself message has been out there for a couple of years now, it's still taking some time for those of you to actually embrace and see the importance of it. Because moms, me, you, women, we are really good at getting our kids things they need. Anything. Xbox game, new shoes, whole new wardrobe at the start of school. What else do I buy constantly? Starbucks. Like, just anything that they say they need. iPads. I mean, expensive things too, right? And like, we're perfectly fine with finding the money to take care of our kids, aren't we? So why can't we do the same thing when it comes to ourselves? Why can't we find the money and the priority to find and implement those things that we need for ourselves? Just because we have a child doesn't mean we have to put ourselves second. It doesn't. So I have a daughter, right? And she just turned 10. She's so cute. She's all over my stories. You guys see her all the time, right? And it is so shocking how much she picks up from me. And I see it. And I have to be really careful with everything I do and I say, and I model, because she's going to do it and say it and be it too. So one of the things that I really want to pass down and teach my daughter is to take care of herself and not to run herself ragged for the sake of the family. It's not good for anyone. It's not good for moms to be like that. I know firsthand, and I'm sure a lot of you can understand as well, that when I am not feeling good, when I'm not doing good, my patience is like this. Like, I don't have any. It's non-existent, pretty much, right? And what happens when our patience is non-existent? We can be pretty bitchy, and we can snap, and we can be not very friendly, like awesome people. And that's what happens when you deplete yourself and you don't take care of yourself and you're struggling with your health every day. Trust me, I know. I was sick as a dog for 10 years while I was raising a toddler and going through pregnancies and having another baby. And I've been the sick, exhausted, scary moms, like mean mom or grumpy mom. And I don't like showing up as that person. That is not the version of me that I want to be, like, ever. Like, it's hard on me and I feel bad. So one of my motivations to taking care of my well-being and not just depending on if someone gifts me something for Christmas is I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it myself. And I'm going to model that to my daughter. I'm going to take baths. I'm going to go for walks. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to journal. I'm going to listen to health podcasts. I'm going to watch educational documentaries, any form of self-care that I love to do, that you love to do. We show our daughters. I even love involving mine. I bet you guys do too. There's nothing better than like girl time with a face mask and some tea or some hot chocolate. Like, it really is a bonding moment. But you can also add in that element of self-care too. And you can teach them about the self-care, right? So yes, massages and facials, they are amazing. But they are, look at them, shift your perspective. I encourage you to shift your perspective and stop looking at it as, oh, that's just a luxury. And you need to look at it as, number one, this is a health treatment. This is a really big health treatment. Mental health, spiritual health, emotional health, and physical health. I mean, it is a beautiful circle on that one. Massages do so many things for us in all of those pillars. They help detox your system. I mean, they bring down your stress levels, which helps your adrenal glands, you guys. The adrenal glands really underline the underlying anatomical aspect of all of this I love to teach is that adrenal glands get a break. You should see all of the HTMA results from me, my clients, my friends, whoever I'm pulling hair tissue mineral analysis on. Everyone is in some stage, some bad stage, or going into the bad stage of adrenal burnout. And our adrenal glands are best friends to our thyroids. They work together. And the adrenal glands are like the thyroid's backup. And so when we relax and we do this self-care, it is so important to our adrenals, which helps strengthen. When we strengthen and give our adrenals a break and strengthen them, makes our thyroids work better. Okay? the whole endocrine system, that also means like your ovaries and your reproductive system, it makes everything function better. So then you feel better and you have less symptoms. So that's the way I really want you guys to look at this. As besides for the well-being and like the mood enhancers, right? Like it makes you feel happier, it makes you feel more confident, it makes you feel prettier. And when you get facials, the way I look at it too is like, awesome, every facial I get means I'm gonna have to do less like aging treatments in the future, because I don't have anything against Botox. Like tons of my friends do Botox and they look like they're 20 still, but that's just not for me. But I don't mind a facial to help me with my fine lines and wrinkles as I age, and they work. Oh my gosh, I remember, what, 13 years ago at my dad's funeral, one of my mom's old best friends walked in. I hadn't seen her since I was a little girl, and she looked gorgeous, and she was in like her late 50s, early 60s, and I was like, Mom, what's her secret? And she's all, her daughter's an esthetician and she gets facials all the time. I was like, mental note, get facials all the time. And I was in like my I don't even remember now, mid 20s. So I mean, from like, the materialistic standpoint of taking care of yourself, there's so many benefits. Okay, so if you use a budget, like a budget app, or if you have Money Mondays with your husband or your partner, or Financial Fridays, or if you're single, I don't care. Whatever, whenever you are looking at your money, make it a priority. Groceries, rent, utilities, well-being care. It's up there. It needs to be that high on the list, okay? Put it on your calendar. Put it on your calendar. One of the other things that I also really, really love and consider in this topic is hanging out with your friends. Going to lunch with your girls. I mean, there's something magical to hanging out with your girls. I mean, as long as they're like positive and uplifting people, which I try to surround myself around. But I love my friends, and they make me so happy. And that also is a form of well-being, because I'm laughing, I'm feeling uplifted, I'm leaving happier. And anytime we can up-level our energy and our happiness is also really good for our immune systems, right? So see how everything like mental, emotional, spiritual connects to you physically? There's always a connection. So that's why, for example, in my 90-day program, Energy for Life, we don't just focus on your physical body. We can't. Because there's so much more to you than that, right? So, wrapping it up, the other thought that, oh my gosh, hi sweetheart. Shoot, you just joined me at the end. So one of the other things that I love about bringing in help to our lives, or bringing in services to our lives, is like, for example, if you're just swamped and your house is dirty, all right? Come on, let's just be real. Like, we all have super busy lives. We all have jobs, or we have kids, or, we got totally busy lives, and our houses will take the hit, and they will become very cluttered and very dirty. And then it is overwhelming, exhausting, and stressful to try to keep up with it. And so one of the things that I've been working on myself is trying to get help with these things. So I found a sweet woman on Craigslist, and she was offering to do like 3 hours of cleaning for like $40. Obviously, I'm like, $40. Wow, that's a good deal. I'll give her, 60 or 75 because that's a good deal, And so there's other people out there that need work and want to help you. And it's not like some insanely expensive thing. So when you take care of your well-being, you're also blessing other people's lives. And that is one of my favorite parts to taking care of ourselves. And our environment, I categorize our environments as our home first, then our cars second, and if you work away from home, or if you have a home office, then your office, right? I mean, so much of our environment can either lift us up or drag us down. And our home and our cars can be such energy drains. Literally energy, meaning like you will be more tired in your day if these environments are out of sync, out of sort. And even if you've learned to ignore it, it's still there and it's still chipping away at you and it's still bugging you. So I personally love constantly keeping things cleaned out. My closet, first and foremost. There is something, if you guys don't know this, there is something serious between a woman's closet and our overall health. There is a connection there, and it's real. I go through my closet. I don't know, you guys. Like, my rule for myself is anytime I go shopping, like say I go buy a new pair of pants. So I'm bringing a new pair of pants in, so I'm going to throw out an old pair of pants that doesn't fit me or that I just don't really like very much anymore. But I go beyond that, and I always just keep my closet clean, tidy, and organized, because there is something in me that feels better when I step in my closet to get dressed and I like what I see. Can you feel me on that? And then the second area that really impacts me the most as well is my car. If I open my car door and my floors are disgusting, there's trash or masks everywhere, or it's just like it rained and it's gross, I can't deal. It doesn't make me feel good. I am like grossed out. And guess what? For $6, I can go drive through the car wash, and then for 5 minutes I can vacuum my truck out, and I literally emotionally feel better. I feel happier. And so there's these little things that we need to keep an eye on. So besides for our physical well-being, we need to keep an eye on our environmental well-being also. So I'm going to wrap it up at this time. And I want you guys to know that what's that reel? It was so cute. It was my favorite one. It was like, bitch, you doing good. You doing a good job. Oh, I think that's what it is. You doing a good job. Like, I really see you guys trying as hard as you can. And I am not here to come down on you or make you feel bad. I am here to encourage you to take care of yourselves better and more. Because sometimes we just need that reminder. I know, I wish I would have had someone in my life to tell me this. And I wish my mom would have modeled this more for me so that I wouldn't have had to go through an entire health crash in order to learn these lessons. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if any of you are interested in working with me, you can go ahead and book a call through the link in the bio, or you can contact me on my email, coachsarahjoy1@gmail.com. Talk to you later. Bye.